enough information, you could predict the consequences of our actions.
Um,
You want to know
well,
if you kiss that girl, if you talk to that man, if you take that job or marry that woman or steal that papel. If we knew what would happen in the end, would we ever be able to take the first step, to make the first move?
if we always knew what happened in the end, we would never be able to take the first step into the next step. And I don't know, I found myself like I don't know what's it called, reminiscing lately, like I don't know, just
They'd be pleased to see you.
you know, I've been thinking about the what ifs, you know what I mean? Like, what if I did this? What if I did that?
And
What
we'll be
if,
glad to have you home, safe and sound.
what if I would have did this? Like, but it's pointless in a fucking hole, man. Like you can't change the past, you know? Like, you can only change the future, and there's some things in my past that, you know, I can change in the future. I can at least get a resolution on it. You know what I mean? Like, when you make a ripple, everything is affected. Like, it's like, if something happens to change the like smallest effect of any kind of linear time, you know, like time itself isn't linear, but when we just perceive it that way, and there's more to it. You know what I mean? Like, what if you didn't take that coffee collar when you were getting your, like, what if you looked up and it took you that extra few milliseconds in order to look up when you weren't supposed to, and look at an individual and realize them, and go down and grab that coffee collar and put it back onto your cup and go up and pay for it. Like, it's like even the smallest thing can change. I don't know, it's the largest things on a huge scale. Like, it just, it blows my mind, and you know, like, it frustrates me that you can't change the past, obviously, but you know, everybody's frustrated with that. You know what I mean? What if I did this? What if I did that? What if I wasn't a fucking pussy and I went for it? What would have happened? You know what I mean? Like, what would my life would have been like? But you know what I mean? Like, it's not reality. It's, you know what I mean? It's all about the here and now. Like you can't change the past. You gotta change your future. And there's been one thing that I will probably regret until the, you know, like, what's it called, like, until the day I die. It's nothing bad. It's the result of my own actions, or the result of my own inactions in order to do so. And you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm gonna I seek out the information that I need in order to put the shit to bed. But yeah, I don't know. First step is just going for it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm sort of afraid what I'm gonna find when I do start investigating, and that's why I haven't, right? That's why I've like, always left it as a regret, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many factors that come into play now, and I've been collecting information over the years, and the odds are, you know, like, I'm a scientific person. I don't base probably 99.9.666 milliseconds on, you know, like, religion, you know what I mean? It just never made sense to me, so. Within, like, I want to call it the concept of what I'm talking about, like, I'm finally at a stage, and it was personally, that I can you know, I man up and step up with full confidence and change what I didn't change from the past. And the odds are in my favor, that's for sure. Yeah. And, you know, like, it's one of those things that when the first time you see it, it's like a slow fucking movie, you know what I mean? Like you almost can't believe it's happening, but at the same time, you don't want to believe it's not happening, you know? Like, it's something that, like, you remember from, like, you know, like the age of 5, you know what I mean? Like, straight up the first time you fucking see it, you know what I mean? Like, it's like fucking, you know, everything around you slows down, everything around you, it comes to a halt, and you get, like, what's it called, like this tunnel vision, you know what I mean? Like, all you can see is, you know, what's happening in front of you, and everything around you is just, you know, it comes to almost a complete halt, but not. It's like slow-mo, but very blurry, and all you see clearly is what's in front of you. And what's in front of you is so clear, so crisp, but at the same time it's almost like it happens forever, but it happens so fast you can't even see it happen. And I mean, it's like, it just, you know, like, it drills into your brain and it makes a permanent memory, like. So, this New Year's, I'm going to do some investigating on a topic and bring some closure to the topic, because it's been sitting on my brain, right? So, and it's, you know what I mean, like, it's not too, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want too many fucking monkeys on your shoulder, you know? And there's something else that came into light, but I'm not going to mention it, but that's more down to a psychological, wise basis, you know what I mean? Like, you know exactly what you're dealing with. You have all the scientific methods in the world in order to prove the theory sound or, you know, unsound, you know, like, one action can create a huge action. And, you know, like, that's what I said at the beginning of this clip, you know, like the butterfly effect, you know what I mean? Like,
Did you know what you
know, even if it's one time,
or were you hoping I'd left you
one time only,
like
you know,
Hansel and
repetitious
Gretel
action,
being dragged off into the woods?
the one time, just fucking bloop, it's like a drop of water, or was it like a drop in water, you know what I mean? Just, as soon as it hits, just, it affects everything around you, and, you know, bringing it into the light, and being smart about bringing it into the light is, you know, and why is it called, like, it's two different things, you know. And you got to be careful on your own actions, because your actions will result in the effect of everyone else's actions around you. You know, like, people don't understand that, like, your ignorance. Like, I was driving in the snowstorm, and oh, fuck, it's almost 10 minutes, you know, like, oh, like, when I'm using social cam, so it doesn't matter. So I can go up to, like, fucking whatever, but, yeah, I don't know, I'm just, you know, like, I have the power now and the confidence to change a few things, or at least bring some resolution to some things, you know, and, you know, like, for the first time in my life, I have the power to do so, and, you know, like, up this new year, I will be. This year is going to be a huge milestone for me. It's going to change my perspective of reality. Like, I'm going to accept every epiphany for what it's worth, and use the epiphany to change my perception of reality. You know what I mean? Everyone's perception is different. Like, you grow up, you know what I mean? Like, the environment, the, you know, like, what's it called? Like, the environmental, and it was stimulants. social environment, family environment. I mean, like, everyone's perception of reality is different, you know what I mean? Like, you, me, you know, we don't view reality as it's the same fucking thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's all fucking different. My life is nowhere near as the same as your life, you know what I mean? Like, there's always little fucking things, and it's always the little things. It's never the major things. You know, with the human psyche, like, you can block out the major things, but the little things, it's just, well, the little things stick. You know what I mean? Like, and, yeah, it's,
I imagine you like a medieval knight on a quest. A quest for me.
it's, I just sit down and I think about it, and it just fucking blows my fucking mind. You know what I mean? Like, the consequences to our actions and the ripple effect on it. And lately, within the past 5 years, I've sat down and I've analyzed, and I've realized that my actions do affect everything around me, even to the smallest fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fact. And like in the year 2013, I'm gonna be making some fucking ripples, that's for sure.